So if you don't mind us opening with a general comment about the game, and we will go from there.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I'd like to do is congratulate both teams on outstanding performance this weekend. I think that it was a great softball to watch. A lot of good plays, some pressure hitting, some good pitching. Had everything you really want to see in a series. I think we probably did what most people thought was impossible, and that's to beat Oklahoma 2 days in a row. There's certainly I can't remember the last time that happened, but it was a long time ago. And I think it's the first series we won against them since 2009. So again, it's big for our program. They're always a challenge. They're going to bounce back hard. We know that. But I think we learned a lot this weekend about ourselves. Very proud of our pitching and our defense, which really we talk about winning championships with defense, and I think that showed through today.
Questions?
Ryan Aber for the Oklahoman. First of all, Mike, for you talk about it. How did you go about slowing down this Oklahoma lineup the way you were able to, especially over the last couple of days? And then for the players, just what's the importance of this series win, moving forward?
Well, I think it's about minimizing mistakes against their powerful lineup. They just hunt pitches. They're so good at taking advantage of any mistakes you make. So I was just proud of our pitching staff to minimize the mistakes. And then when we did hit the ball hard, we made some plays. And that's what you have to do. We talk about it all the time. You just cannot give a team like Oklahoma or any really top team second chances, especially the ones that don't show up in the scorebook sometimes. And I think there was very few of those this weekend. So that's what you have to do. They're just going to capitalize. They never lay down. They just keep pushing. They got multiple ways to kind of cause damage, and we just had to kind of play at our best, and unfortunately we were able to do that.
And then for the players, just what's the importance of this series win? Mike talks about first Texas win over OU since in a series since '09. I think it was the first series OU had lost period since 2011. So it's been a long time. Just how big is this for the program?
You want me to go first? Well, our coaches prepared us well. They're a very, very good team, but we're also a very, very good team. And, it's always going to be a good game when we're playing them, always. And as the pitching staff was, going throughout the week, they obviously have their strengths, but, we have our strengths too, and we were just confident in our strengths, and that helped us a lot. So, but they're a very good team, so we're happy with the team win.
Yeah, I feel like us getting these 2 wins is really big as a bounce back. And, we always get told that we're such a good team. And just how we executed this weekend, I really think kind of proves that.
Mike, just what was the big difference in bounce back from really tough series last weekend, really tough series this weekend to be able to propel through and get the second, third game win?
Well, I don't think you could say we scored a lot more runs. At least we didn't get done. I've never lost a game when we've been shut out. Never won one we got shut out either. So we got shut out twice, so it's hard to win. But in the one game we scored, we won. So the difference there was we actually put some runs together and scored, and were able to hang on with some good defense. But we know this time of year you get against these good teams, and it's going to be those mistakes or low-scoring games, and that's what happened this weekend.
Mike, you talk about limiting this OU offense. I think they only walked 6 times the entire weekend. You guys have been really good all year at limiting walks. Just what's gone into that, and how much maybe was that a focus this weekend to limit those free base opportunities?
You talking about our pitching stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have to credit Patty Ruth Taylor on that. She's done a great job with them. She's working with them every single day, building their mentality, working on location and the bullpen every single day. Allows me to do some other things as well with the team and monitor some hitting and defense, and of course I help with pitching as well. But and she's calling a great game for us. Kind of handed it over to her, and I think a lot of credit goes to Patty Ruth.
Yeah, Katie wanted to ask you about that fourth inning at bat. What was going through your mind there after Viviana gets hit and gets you the chance, and then just walk us through that at bat.
Kind of just not making the moment bigger than it was. And, as freshmen, this is a whole different experience, different environment. So just kind of slowing down the moment and just seeing a pitch I wanted and not overthinking, what's pitch is going to come and guessing, and just kind of, see ball, hit ball. And, just coming out of the slump that I've had lately, just kind of feel really good to start hitting the ball really solid lately.
Did you know off the bat?
It was like mixed feelings. It felt solid, but I thought it was a little high.
The lady in the outfield was showing the bruise where it hit her in the leg. It came back in, so she was showing.
Mike, I didn't get a chance to ask you from last night, but if you could just tell me your range of emotions during the play that ended the game last night, and do you feel like a play like that can be, if there's anything such as a program elevating play, kind of a mark the tape moment of this is whenever we took that next level? Do you think that a play like that could be it? The play from last night.
I always tell the players don't get too high or too low, so I was trying not to go too high. I was calming everybody down and said they're going to challenge this. Stay level-headed here, don't get too high. So I kind of was in that mode, but of course once we got the out, it was like, yeah, let's go. So a little emotion was showing for sure. And I was enjoying the moment. But yeah, you always look back on certain moments within the season, turning points. You look back across the seasons, that year we lost, I think, 6 or 7 in a row. That was a turning point for us to come back out and get some wins, get some momentum going. Right now, after a tough weekend, like you guys said, we could have gone the other way against a very tough team. But against OU, we were able to pull ourselves together, play some good defense, and now we've got a big challenge ahead of us coming up with Baylor. They're a team that swept us last year, and we know they're very tough, and we're going to have another one ahead of us. So you got to enjoy it for a little bit, but we got to get back to business this week.
You give them an extra day or so to enjoy one like this, or is it...
No. They get 1 day. They had 2 days last week.
And Coach, I just wanted to ask about these freshmen. Of course, Katie showed out today, but then also Kendrick last night, the plays that she made as well. For them to be able to play like this in such a big series, what does that say about this class?
Well, it shows no fear, and that's what you want. I mean, you can look at OU, and they were always sticking. They had Parker, and they had the left-hand hitter, Pickering. Thank you. Had Pickering. You're right in the middle of their lineup, so they're not afraid to do it, and I think that says something. And so, we had Stewie up there at 3 in the lineup, and Caden leading off, and it's like, you bring these players in for a reason, and you want to put them in those sort of situations. And Patty's thinking that way. I'm pretty sure is we need to pressure these kids and see what they got and get them used to it. So we got the game doesn't know you're a freshman. It's gonna, in some respects, it can be a good thing. No nerves and just go out and do it.
Coach and the players, can you guys talk about the environment this weekend? Game results aside, environment this weekend here.
Why don't you guys go?
I'd say that we were pretty fired up, and I think this is the loudest I've ever heard our fans too, which, it came at a really good time because, OU fans, they're just as loud, and I don't think that they were kind of used to having that at away places, and our fans really brought it, and so did our girls in the dugout cheering, yelling, and if the energy did dive off, there was someone to pick it right back up and match it or even higher than that. So that was really good for us and a great turning point because, momentum is a big thing that can change the game just like that. So the environment was amazing, and the girls were amazing, the fans were amazing, and it all came together and meshed really well.
Yeah, I thought the fans and just my teammates, they're all just being loud, and then just, their energy kind of feeds into myself, knowing that they have my back. They're going to be there for the highs and the lows. So just kind of how the fans and we showed up this weekend really felt really good.
I just like to see what happens if we can get a field like OU's. I mean, that's tremendous for the game. I think it seats 4,500, I believe, something like that, and it's packed and it's jammed around like a real stadium. And I think we all envision that for this game. I think if we have stadiums like that, we can fill it. The game's good enough. So that's our next thing, is to try to get a stadium that can kind of accommodate more fans and bring that energy to more games.
And then just building off of that, so you're talking about the energy of the games, and I noticed you guys started the Texas Fight chant with the crowd at the end. How does it feel to be able to celebrate with the fans in that sort of way and be able to connect with them in that sort of way?
Well, there's always, a lot of fans, and they come out here whether we win or lose, and I think that's really special, and they're out here game after game, and to celebrate a win with them like that, we love it and they love it, and it's just good to, celebrate all together as a big family, so.
Yeah, I feel like just kind of acknowledging their dedication to, supporting us through the highs and the lows, And so to be able to share that moment, I feel like is just a really big turning point.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.